storm, Dan.
And we've been waiting on it. We've been saying it was going to happen tonight, which generally speaking, we get storms in the afternoon or evening. But this time around, pretty strong stuff here tonight. Now let's talk about it. It's not all bad news. Obviously, when we get storms at night, when they're strong, they can be loud, they can interrupt our sleep habits, but this is a good rain producer. That's the good news. The other piece of good news is most of the severe weather has stayed off to the north of our viewing area. Now, the entire mid-state is under a severe thunderstorm watch. That's the first bit of information when it comes to severe weather, but the two warnings currently are north and then west over Huntington County. Look at all this lightning moving into Huntington County. I wouldn't be surprised if this warning gets extended into some of our local areas, whether it's parts of Mifflin, Juniata, Perry, northern Franklin counties. But for the time being, Altoona, Huntington under the gun there for some severe weather in terms of high wind gusts, possibly some small hail. There has been some wind damage reported from this part of the line in Center County, but it has weakened coming over the mountains. So one trend we have to watch tonight, as this line sinks farther to the south and southeast, how does it hold together once it goes past the ridges and valleys? That's another question we have to answer yet. But here's the lightning. This is the total count over the last 5 minutes. Upwards of 900 strikes. Those are all coming in live. So either way, even if it's a severe thunderstorm or just a passing thunderstorm tonight, you will be hearing that thunder rolling on by. Current temperatures, middle to upper 70s over the ridges and valleys, still near 80. Elsewhere, that's the fuel, that's the energy for this line to continue marching on. So our overnight planner calling for temperatures still on the muggy side, near 70 degrees. Tomorrow, once we clear out, and we should clear out in a hurry, it won't be as hot, won't be as humid. But let's break down the timeline again. That line right on our doorstep at this point. Over the next couple of hours through about 2 a.m., it's marching eastward and then finally exiting by about 4 to 5 a.m. in our far eastern parts of the viewing area. So west to east motion here. It's going to take some time to clear. Once it does, that's it. We don't see any other storms building on the backside of this. That's the good news. But be prepared for some gusty winds. Be prepared for some heavy rain. If you're traveling here tonight, try to avoid some of those side roads with trees and also where roadways can pond up some of that water. Again, you don't ever want to drive through standing water, that's for sure, but dry heading into Friday. So once we get past this, we're talking about a ½ inch of rain tonight on average, perhaps a little bit more where this kind of sits and takes a little bit of time to clear. But in general, this is not a flood threat. Our 7-day forecast showing temperatures by the weekend, middle to upper 80s. Monday and Tuesday also featuring temperatures near 90, Alicia. So that could kick off a week of all near 90 degrees. So after this, it gets hot after the weekend.
We're summer hardened now, though. We've already been through a couple of heat waves.
We've been through it, that's for sure. And this may be the biggest line of storms we've seen so far. So
tonight will be interesting.
Keep your phones handy. Always a good way to get those warnings.
Thank you, Dan.
Sure.
Well, the annual York State Fair